Good evening, everyone. So we'll just start the class. So see the first question. What are the consequences of spreading of dead zones on marine ecosystem? What are the consequences of spreading of dead zones on marine ecosystem? Take a couple of minutes. Yeah. Yes. Good. Good, Anil. So the question is, yeah. Question is consequences of spreading of dead zones and how this spreading is going to impact the marine ecosystem. So first define what is a dead zone. Okay, so in the introduction, we define what is a dead zone. So dead zone means basically which has extreme conditions, a zone which has extreme conditions, which makes the presence of life forms difficult. Okay, so example, and this may be due to various reasons. And then reasons for formation of dead zones. Reasons for dead zones. What are the reasons of dead zones? Extreme temperature, industrial effluent discharge, eutrophication of lakes, and then excess growth of weed plants like hyacinth, and then temperature increase. Okay, temperature increase already I have written. So industrial effluents we have written. Excess plantation we have written. Okay, so these are the causes. And then oil spills. Yeah, oil spills. And then the natural causes like upwelling and downwelling. So these are the causes or reasons for dead zones. Then what are the consequences of these dead zones? Consequences, what is that? The excess plankton doesn't allow the sunlight to pass to deeper layers of water. Oil spills result in death of lakhs of living organisms like fish. Discharge of pollutants or effluents impacts the water quality and thereby it impacts the biodiversity of the marine life. And the disturbance of marine life disturbs the hydrological cycle. And finally, it disturbs the food security, livelihood of fishermen, and disturbs the entire ecosystem, including the navigation, sea navigation. The conclusion is the marine ecosystems are fragile and need to be taken care with proper planning and less human intervention. The dead zones can be reduced with sustainable action plans. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay. Reduced marine organisms, extension of creatures, habitat loss, alteration of food chain. Yeah, food chain also you can mention. It is going to create an impact on food chain. Chemical waste, plastic waste. Yes, plastic waste you can write. Fertilizer discharge. You use the wording properly, Anil. The point is good, but write bit professionally. Fertilizer discharge into oceans has to be reduced.
Okay, sir.
Conclusion can be slightly better. Okay. You have to write sustainability angle in this particular conclusion. Okay.
Sure, sir.
See the second question. How will the melting of Himalayan glaciers have a far-reaching impact on water resources of India? Yeah. So, how will the melting of, okay, good points, Mahesh. How will the melting of Himalayan glaciers have a far-reaching impact on water resources of India? So obviously, if you see the question, how will the melting of Himalayan glaciers? So the question is, melting of Himalayan glaciers, how does it have impact on water resources of India? So good question. And here introduction, you can write with the climate change, which has become inevitable. There seems to be melting of Himalayan glaciers. And this will have direct impact not only on our climate but also on our water resources. So in the body you'll write, how does it impact? How does this melting impact water resources? So basically you must understand that temporarily there may be some advantage with the melting of glaciers, but in the long term, we are going to face a very big issue. Okay, so the first thing is river flows. So in the short term, there may be very high river flows, which may lead to floods and thereby loss of soil, etc. But in the long term, there is a danger of these areas becoming arid regions. So that is one thing, river flows. Then irrigation water. So the water availability may increase temporarily, but the water for long-term sustainability may reduce. Then inland water navigation. Due to long-term impact of drying of rivers, inland water navigation will take a back seat. Drinking water. Potable water will reduce, which may create hurdles to future population. And apart from this, other impact. These are the impact on water resources. What are the other impact? Change in weather patterns, change in hydrological cycle, like cloud burst, flash floods, or whatever it is, and then droughts, etc. And then loss in livelihood, loss in biodiversity, and then change in weather patterns, which includes monsoon and other ways. Okay, and then what are the solutions? Is immediately reduce the greenhouse gases. Reduce the greenhouse gases, okay, which is impacting the global warming. Sustainable tourism. Sustainable tourism. Sustainable tourism. Sustainable tourism. Okay. Sustainable tourism is one thing. And then improve forest cover. improve forest cover. Okay, reduce pollution. Okay, and act on national plan for Himalayan ecosystem. So on. Okay, and the conclusion says what we can write in the conclusion. The melting of glaciers is an alarming aspect of the global climate change, which may impact India in a very drastic way. The need of the hour is to preserve this pristine ecosystem with minimum interference from mankind. Clear? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. Irrigation water, drinking water, industrial water, navigation water, erratic monsoon. Yes. This can be part of other resources, other impact. Other impact, you take one column and write that. Solutions are good. Good conclusion. And you write somewhere that and make them binding and preserve such delicate system, such delicate ecosystem. Clear, Shanta Prasad? Shanta Prasad left the meeting. Huh? Shanta Prasad, I was trying to evaluate your answer. Are you there, Shanta Prasad?
Yes, sir.
You've seen the answer which we have written?
Yes, sir. In between disconnected.
So here this erratic monsoon, you can take it as other impact and then mention the other impacts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Solution is good. In the conclusion, what I was saying is you can write to preserve the delicate ecosystem like Himalayas. Somewhere Himalayas should come in your conclusion also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See the next question. Mumbai, Delhi, and Kolkata are the three mega cities of the country, but the air pollution is much more serious problem in Delhi as compared to other two. Why is it so? Okay. Take 2 minutes. Yeah, good points. Shanta Prasad. Yeah, Mahesh. So basically, see, the logic is very simple. The pollution levels are equally high in Bombay and Kolkata also. But Delhi is more prone to other factors, and Delhi is a landlocked city. For Bombay and Kolkata, the advantage is they are bounded by huge seas, and we all know sea is the biggest absorber of carbon dioxide and other matter. But in case of Delhi, Delhi doesn't enjoy that advantage. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that you have to highlight, and other issues, obviously, the stubble burning from Punjab, Haryana, and the power plants located very much near the city of Delhi, and it is the capital nation of the India with highest population. More than 1.2 1.3 crore people live in Delhi. So why Delhi? The question is why Delhi? Simply you introduce. So
The
the
lack of
question,
forest.
lack of green cover around the city. Okay, raising skyscrapers, concrete jungles. Okay, so all these are prominent reasons you have to say, and then conclude saying that we should not feel that Delhi is having more or Bombay is less. The conclusion across all the pollution levels across all the major cities is a very alarming issue. So we need to improve our green cover, promote public transport, okay, and reduce dependence on fossil fuels, improve electric vehicles. So all these measures you give, and then in conclusion say that uh, the urbanization is going to be the way forward, and all the metro cities should be having more green space or green lung space. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So because these kind of answers, the framework becomes very important. So in the introduction you will write that you can say that every winter amongst all major metro cities, Delhi seems to be worse affected due to pollution. There are various factors, there are various reasons for this. Okay, and then if you want in the body, you just draw the India map. Draw the India map. Okay, this is your Kolkata somewhere here. This is your Mumbai. And you say these are having immediate oceans. This is nothing but your Bay of Bengal. This is Arabian Sea. And this is the Delhi. So obviously you can say this is landlocked. You can show this is landlocked Delhi. So like that, if you show the examiner, you will know that you have very absolute clarity. So the first is obviously landlocked. That is the location. The location of Delhi is the major issue, and it is surrounded by states of UP, Haryana, and then they are, and then it is having a lot of pollution due to more number of vehicles, concrete jungles, that is due to a lot of construction activity going on, and then the stubble burning in and around Delhi, and then being in the northern hemisphere, in the northern part, it is the winters are very severe, and the precipitation is not there. Precipitation is less because of high pressure. In generally during winters there will be high pressure and precipitation will be less. So the particles will not be falling down, and they will be floating around in the air. And then it is the capital of India. So high population density. Population is very high. Lack of green cover around the city. And then presence of thermal power plants thermal power plants around the city. So all these are the issues. So you can say, what are the solutions by government? So some of the solutions are stubble burning. Stubble burning is now the main focus for central and those state governments. Stubble burning issue is being addressed. Then vehicle even odd formula by Delhi government. Relocation of thermal power plants around Delhi, and then smog towers. There is something called smog towers already installed in the city of Delhi. Okay, promotion of CNG and biogas vehicles, and then and other solutions. You give your own solutions here. What are the other solutions? Promotion of public transport. Delhi is having very good public transport, so the government should promote public transport. Of course, they are doing it. They have to do it more aggressively. Okay. Increase of green cover. So this particular dimension we have not seen much in focus in news. Increase of green cover. Okay, and then increase of green cover, or the urban forestry you can call. Promoting renewable energy and long-term solutions to cropping patterns. Not stubble burning, you have to change the entire cropping patterns itself. That is the solution we are proposing. Any other solutions which you think are good, you can always provide. The cities in India are going to be more and more urbanized. The need of the hour is to ensure that the pollution across cities is reduced, for which multi-pronged approach with primary focus on improving the green cover should be taken up. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Geographical location, stubble burning, capital city, good. Power plants, yes. Lack of green cover. You say lack of green cover in the side heading only. The examiner will understand. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Solution, stubble burner conversion. So solutions, you see, don't project government solutions or your solutions. So in solutions, try to give two dimensions, government and other. Okay, already whatever government is doing, highlight them, and what you want apart from them, highlight them separately. Okay. Yeah, the satellite towns you can write in others. Okay. The supplying of technology for stubble burning already government is doing. Okay. Good. See the last question. Assess the impact of global warming on coral life system with examples.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can we add the point saying that Delhi is the capital from medieval times, but these two cities are developed just in 19th century.
No. From medieval age, we are not having pollution, right?
Sir, means population density is more, no, sir.
No. During British up to 1911, Calcutta was capital, na?
Sir, but it was formed only after 1757.
Then major development happened during British only. Na?
Sure.
It is a geography question. If you go into that way, again, it will unnecessarily complicate. Okay. So
Okay.
you can always write like this. Okay.
Sir, one more thing is, can we add as our solution point reducing migrants?
Instead of saying reducing migrants, you say that population pressure on Delhi can be reduced by having multiple developed cities. Like you can have a South India capital. Okay. So it need not require that everyone should go to Delhi for every work. So you can have multiple staggered growth and development to reduce the population pressure on Delhi.
Sir, construction of all government offices at single location. Can
So
be
that's
also
what
added
when we are saying that there has to be staggered development across India, it means everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. You see the next question, last question. Yeah. Assess the impact of global warming on coral life system with examples. So they are asking you to give the examples of the impact of global warming on coral lives. Okay, so assess the impact. So obviously the impact is negative. We all know that the coral reefs across various countries are reducing because of global warming. So what is this question about? It says impact of global warming on coral life. Okay, so introduction you can say about corals. Corals are, they are basically polyps which have symbiotic relationship with algae and are prominently found in some oceanic systems, right? So in the body you will straight away come to the impact of coral life systems, impact of global warming on coral life system. So what are the impacts? Basically global warming increases the temperature, we all know that, and the conducive temperature generally for corals is around 20 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius, and due to increase in temperature the corals tend to die. Okay, and then the increase in temperature, global warming, is increasing the average temperature of the oceans, and this is reducing the CO2 absorption capacity. And this is impacting the algae and thereby directly impacting the corals. And also, the global warming is impacting corals, which support lot of living organisms. Coral themselves have lot of living organisms, and due to temperature rise, these organisms tend to die and thereby impacting the health of corals. Okay, and then the other impact you can write: marine biodiversity reduces, the livelihood of people reduces. Okay, and then okay, you can say coral bleaching is happening. Okay, in fact, due to increase in temperature, CO2 absorption, I think it will increase, right?
Yes, sir. Not due to temperature, sir. Actually, increasing in the atmosphere CO2 level, so automatically ocean CO2 levels also increasing, sir.
Increase in temperature and CO2 absorption also varies. 1 second. Absorption, both of them vary actually. Yeah, correct. This is correct. The temperature, a warmer ocean will be dissolving less CO2, thus keeping more CO2 outside in the outside atmosphere. So the CO2, yes, this is correct only, not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So fine. So this is coral bleaching. Okay, other impact, and in the solutions you can write reducing pollution in the marine waters, implementation of INDCs strictly as per COP conferences, promoting renewable energy, promoting renewable energy. So these are some of the measures, and then conclude corals are popularly called as, what are they called as?
Marine rainforest, sir.
Yes, marine rainforest, which reflects the biodiversity they support. To protect them means to protect the oceanic ecosystem. Hence, so you can conclude like this, not a problem. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here in that answer, you can write about the Great Barrier Reefs of Australia, which are seen that they are reducing due to global warming. You can write that example because they have been asking examples, right? So yeah, I forgot that example part. Throughout this answer, for global warming, you mention Great Barrier Reef, Great Barrier Reef, Great Barrier Reefs, and then you can mention that how around the Indian Ocean, the coral reefs are reducing. This also you can mention examples. Okay. Yeah. Coral bleaching. Yes. Example. Yes. Coral bleaching at nutrient imbalance. Phytoplanktons. Yeah. This point I forgot. The phytoplanktons are reducing and hence the corals are also reducing. Okay. Varied sea level surface temperature. Okay. You write other impacts also. Anil, other impact.
Okay, sir.
And then way forward through reducing carbon emissions, renewable technologies. Okay. Okay. And you bring the angle of biodiversity.
Sure,
Okay.
sir.
Fine. Okay. So that's it. We'll meet tomorrow. Good night.
Good.